Okay. Hello, my name is Paige Frisch.
Hi.
Hi. I'm going to interview you today, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I am a student in interviewing skills at the University of St. Francis in interpersonal skills class. I am required to practice counseling skills with volunteers. I appreciate your willingness to work with me on my class assignment. You may choose to talk about topics that real concern to you, or may prefer to play a role in an issue that does not necessarily relate to you. Just please let me know before we start whether you're talking about yourself or role playing. Here are some important dimensions of our work together. Confi- Confidential. As a student, I cannot offer any form of legally confidentiality. However, anything you say to me in the practice session will remain confidential except for the important exceptions that must be reported as required by state law. Even as a student, I must report a serious issue of harm to yourself, indications of child abuse or neglect. Other special conditions are required by the state of Indiana. Audio and videotaping. I will be recording our sessions for our personal listening and learning. If you become uncomfortable at any time, we can turn off the recorder. The tape may be shared with my supervisor, Rebecca Coleman. And if you have any concerns, you can email her, and her email is right here.
Okay.
And then I am an inexperienced interviewer. I cannot do formal counseling. This practice sessions help me learn interview skills. I need feedback from you about my performance and what you find helpful. I may give you a form that asks you to evaluate how helpful I was.
Okay.
And then can you just sign right here for
Yeah.
me? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I will sign it. Okay. We can start by just how you're doing today and everything, and you can just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
My name's Julia, and I am currently a stay-at-home mom. I'm married. I have a daughter who's 5 years old, but I previously was, before I stayed home with her and homeschooled her and all of that fun stuff, I worked in many different fields and professional corporate America type settings for many years. So, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I worked in an apartment complex
Mm-hmm.
for a long time. I was the director of training for the company as well, so I did a lot of traveling to other properties in addition to overseeing almost 500 apartment units here in Fort Wayne. So,
Jeez, was that a big stress level for you, or did you have a lot of people coming in causing stress, or could you tell me a little bit about experiences that you received over there?
yeah, absolutely. There was definitely stress involved. I think the biggest stress for me, I think, was working between the tenants who wanted what they wanted, in their homes, and then the people that owned the property who maybe didn't want to spend the money to give the tenants what they wanted, or didn't have the money, or just didn't want always to do, they weren't always on the same page, and I had to do a lot of mediating between the two to try to keep both parties happy. So
yeah. So, what would you say? Would you ever go back to that, or would you kind of not necessarily refer someone to that? Would you maybe have them stay away from something like that?
I think it definitely takes a certain type of personality. I personally don't think I would do it again. It caused a lot of stress on me. And I don't really think that, depending on your goals in life, I think that if you are more family oriented and want to have time with your family, it's maybe not the best career choice, because you are pretty much on call 24 hours a day. If there's a fire or anything that happens in someone's apartment, you have to be there. So, for someone who's very career oriented, it can be a lucrative business. You can go far in it. And as far as the income and stuff, that's all good. It just depends on, kind of your goals in life.
Yeah.
So.
That's nice. Can you tell me a little bit about homeschooling your daughter?
Yeah.
And how that affects your life now?
Yeah, absolutely. I love helping her and teaching her to learn. It's really fun to see when she grasps a concept, and I know that it came from me when she shows someone else, like, hey, look, I know this word, or I can count these letters, or I know what this is, and I know that I'm the one that taught her that. It's very satisfying.
Yeah. So tell me a little about your family and maybe where you came or grew up.
Yeah, I've lived in Fort Wayne since I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I just turned 29. Oh my goodness. So I've been in Fort Wayne for 9 years. I grew up in much smaller towns than Fort Wayne. Syracuse, not too far. It's about, I guess, 45 minutes to an hour from here.
Yeah.
And New Paris and Goshen, between those 3 towns, that's where most of my family lived. So, small towns. Syracuse was probably my favorite place because I love being on the water. Mm-hmm. So I was always on the lake, or you never got bored there if there was not something to do. If it was winter, you could go ice skating, and if it was summer, you could go swimming. So I liked that.
What about how you met your husband? How did you meet him?
I was in between working at 2 different apartment complexes when I was kind of in between jobs. Mm-hmm. I got a job as a server because it was just fast and something that I could do right away. And so I became a waitress at Casa restaurant. Mm-hmm. Fantastic Italian restaurant, I'm sure. Yeah. Most people know what that is if you're from Fort Wayne. And that's where I met him. He actually had started working there not too long before I had. Mm-hmm. So he talked to me a lot. Even my first day, I remember I was training, and he kept coming up to me and talking to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to discuss about your life, or something, maybe a happy time in your life, or something that you've accomplished in your life?
Yeah, oh my goodness. There's so many happy things. I guess probably the best day was when my daughter was born. Mm-hmm. I love that I got to experience that. My husband was there with me the whole time. It was a long day for sure, and ended up having to have a C-section, and he got to be there through the whole thing. So I loved that. Yeah, he was right there next to me the whole time. So, so that was really awesome for him to be there. So yeah,
that's good. Yeah. What about any accomplishments that you accomplished this year or something? It's a new year, so what about last year?
Accomplishments. Oh goodness. I guess last year, I don't know. I feel like I've been doing the same thing for a while. I mean, I am working on starting my own business in addition to staying home with my daughter, and so I've made a lot of accomplishments in that, and just networking, and learning a different field, I guess. Learning how to do something different. It's in network marketing, and so it's a totally different experience than what I was used to in corporate America, where you have a boss that's always telling you what to do. In this, you have to be more self-motivated, and it's not always easy. So I like that, and I like being able to reach out and help people. So I guess that would be, for me, personal growth and development and learning, and that has been huge in what I've been focusing on. So
can you tell me a little bit about your business that you want to start?
Yeah, absolutely. I like I said, it's in network marketing, and it's a health and wellness company. We have vegan skincare and health and wellness products, protein shakes, and all different kinds of fantastic things like that. And I love, because even though our products are awesome, they're amazing. I think they're the best that I have encountered personally, but I love even more sharing the business opportunity with people, because when I was introduced to it was when I was still working full-time in the office, and I felt really stuck there. Like I'd never be able to do anything else. Like I didn't have any other options for income, and so I love being able to share that option with other people that are in the same position that I am, that either they have enough income but they want more time, or time freedom. They have, or maybe they have enough time but they don't have any income to support or to do anything with their time. So I like being able to give people the flexibility and the options to do that. So that's my favorite part of it. Yeah,
that's nice. Okay, what about a dream of yours? A lifelong dream.
A lifelong dream.
What would you think?
Definitely traveling would be, I guess, a dream that I've always had.
Where to?
Oh my goodness, everywhere. I want to go to Atlantis would be first on top of my list. Yes, I want to swim with the dolphins. I think that would be so awesome. I told you earlier, I love being in the water and around the water. So Australia, Italy, Paris, everywhere. Oh my God, I'd go to the North Pole. I don't know, anywhere that I possibly could. And I've also always wanted to have I don't really want to say a big house, because I don't just dream of a big house. I think I always think of like having lots of land. I want to have like a winery or something with like lots of grapevines and you know, things like that. A place for a huge garden. And lots of place where kids can run around and play and have fun, and it's just, you know, a house that's just open and there's always lots of people there. So that would be another dream.
Well, thank you for your time today, and thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
Thanks.